The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Indianapolis Colts. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Mayfield. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Push him back. Push him back. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Switch, switch, switch. Hey, alert, alert, alert. He's crashing. King.
Mayfield off the play fake. Rolling to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
26 Mike. 20 alert. Alert, alert. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Better bring it. Better bring it. Let me know right now.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. They'll roll him out right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch it.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The extra receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Caught by Montgomery. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
Hey, alert 33. 26 Mike. Yeah. 26
Throwing, Mayfield. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending because what you were thinking was they're going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. 26 Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Yeah.
First down, Mayfield. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 28-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts 7, Lions nothing.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Watch your slack, watch your slack. Watch your slack. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, they scared, they scared.
Running on first down, Eckler. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hurry. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. All day, baby, all day.
Mayfield down. This is swung out to Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
You better be afraid of me. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, hurry. Watch the screen. 26.
Here's Mayfield. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. His throw incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Colts pick it up. And some room to work. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Point it right.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Gets around him. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Jackson on first down. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he will be out of bounds with a first down as they will have a 1st and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7.
Lions 7. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Okay, just like that. King. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. You. 26 Mike.
They go play action. Mayfield. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 56 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
26 Mike. Watch the pass.
On 2nd and very short, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Hey, alert, alert. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Kill. Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield on play action. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Play action. Now Jackson. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And down to the 16-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Line 7. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
Recovered by the offense.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Here we go. Get off the field.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got his target, Harris. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Jackson will throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now Jackson. Finding Harris over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Lions' 33-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
Good footwork at the 30. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 28. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And it's third down.
They run once more with Taylor.
Dances by at the 20. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. And the Colts first down.
First and 10, Taylor now.
Ooh, with a juke. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Brought down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, Indianapolis.
Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Line 7. Michael Dixon.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
At the 15-yard line.
Go side. 26 months. Check back, check back. Shoot.
On the give, this is Eckler. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Watch the out. Slam. Back. Check. You go tight. Delaney. You got tight right there. 57's Mike 57. Let's go. Let's get out the field, defense. 57's a Mike. I got wide.
Now it's the backup Darnold. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Report. Safe.
They go play action now. Jackson out to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Lamar Jackson sacked. A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson will get this off to Taylor. Escapes the defender. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Let's bring it. Slam. Yo.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Watch the run. 26 Mike. Man, 80. Let's see what you got.
Now it's Darnold. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A first down throw, Darnold. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Silver. Hey, 80.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Right. 3 down. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Get that quarterback. And 80. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. He don't know no better.
Again, Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A chance for Waddle on the return. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Check, 42's the mic. Too little, Cupcake. Check.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Rolling to his left. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
26 Mike. Hey. Check. Motion to backfield. Lady.
Darnold. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
26 Mike. No gain on this defense, no gain. 26 Mike. Man, that's trash. 26 Mike. Watch QB drop.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Defense wins championships, baby.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
13. Hey. Baby, that's baby shot. Check 24. Hey.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw into the hands of Henry here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
15 yards. And the Lions
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A play fake, and it's Darnold rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Lady, strip that ball. Mike, 56.
Second down and 10, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold on the move to his left. This is swung out to Eckler. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Faking the give, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
56. Check 56. All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, This is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
49, Lions 7. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.